Hello. Edulastic is a assessment platform that is completely free, that aligns with Common Core standards and has park-like assessment items. Here's an assessment that I created for my Algebra 1 students a couple of years ago that showcases a lot of the different test items that Edulastic has to offer. Here is a classification test item. Students were given a function or presented in a variety of ways, and students had to classify those functions as linear, quadratic, or exponential, or not a function at all, and whether it was discrete or continuous. So for example, the first one is an exponential function that is discrete because it is a distinct set of points. The second item is a multiple selection item where students can click on multiple answers to the question. Generally speaking, Park will have both multiple choice and multiple selection items. The third item that I have in here is where students had to construct the given function by plotting the points on the coordinate plane. So they click on the point and they drag it to the spot that it is located. Once your item is clicked, all you have to do is click on the individual points. Here is a multi-part item where you can choose one type of item for part A and a different type for part B. So students, here's an example of a multiple choice where students had to decide what type of function they previously graphed and then explain their reasoning, or in this case, state the domain and range in an essay type format. Here's a standard drop menu question where students select the text that they want to. Another one of the same type of question. Here's where they enter their entries into a table-like format. So they can just fill in the table based on the function rule that they were given in the description at the top. This is one with an equation editor. There are various degrees of equation editors. This is a medium grade equation editor that allows for fractions and exponents, positive and negative numbers, absolute value functions. So students can just type in their entry. Here is another multi-part question where they use the essay format, then a short answer entry followed by a drop menu selection. Finally, and this is one of my favorites, it's a matching section where you can add distractors and students drag the answer into the box that matches. Once you have submitted the assignment, students can review their answers and submit it. There are multiple options for how they receive feedback. If it is a multiple choice or multi-selection, drag and drop that have predetermined entered answers by the teacher, it will automatically grade those for you. Any with essays, though, need to be individually graded by the teacher. And in your assignment menu, you are allowed the option of giving them that immediate feedback or waiting to release the scores yourself. This is what the dashboard looks like when you have predetermined classes. We just started a new semester. Only one of my classes has been assigned an assignment. Um, Once students have taken the assignment, it would show how many were submitted. And once you've released the grades, it'll show how many have been released. You have a lot of options for data collection and how they receive those responses. You can enter comments for the students to see when you go to grade the assessments. The assessment library is pretty easy to use. You can enter a grade level, a subject level, a sharing level. I've chosen Math Common Core and it breaks down the standards, although there is a wide variety of options. There's science, there's language arts, it looks like there's some social studies as well. You can type in specific keywords if you'd like. Once you click on a pre-made assessment, you can always make a copy for yourself, create a new version, and edit already made questions. You can add questions, delete questions. There's also, if you go to My Assessments and you decide to create a new assessment, you give it a title, and you click Create Assessment. You can choose the standards, and it'll pull up a wide bank of questions that have already been made matching the standards that you've identified. Once you choose one of those questions, again, you can edit that question to meet your needs or create a new question from scratch here in the Author New Question. This is one of my favorite applications to use with my students, especially in preparation for the PARCC assessment that they take in May.